What's up, everybody? Make sure they can hear us. What's up, Instagram? How you guys doing today?
For some reason, we cannot see you, mate.
You can't see me? Talk to Ink Walt there.
On Zoom, nobody can see you, mate. Better what?
Yeah, the camera's on. All right, we're just trying to get these cameras together, and then we're going to get started, guys.
Is it the camera switcher? Where it says Black Magic Design Guess One. Guess One. Is that what you mean? Okay.
Make sure the camera's on.
Yes, they're on.
Is there a button right there, like a big button that says
FTV.
FTV?
Yeah.
Is that blinking?
Yep.
Alright, hit that button.
Okay, there we go. There
All right.
we go. Now we can see you.
All right, make sure you push record and hit the mute button, buddy. And let's get started. All right, everybody, what's happening, man? Today we're going to talk about how hotels equal financial freedom. Man, hotels come with so many different benefits. I mean, man, you get the tax benefits, you get cash flow, you get depreciation, which offsets your gains. You can bring in a large, sophisticated management, so you can be hands off. And you can start making money now. Like when the economy is great, man, hotels are great. But you know, one of the crazy things, man, I always want to get more money. I don't know about you. Anybody out here want to get more money? Type in the chat, more money. All right. If you want to get more money, let me hear. But you know what? When I ask people, hey, do you want to make some money? You know, how much money do you want to make? And you know what their answer is? Enough. I'm like, what do you mean enough? Like, do you just want enough of health? Do you want enough of happiness? You only want enough of joy? What do you mean enough? You know, like that's like this is me. Like I'm walking around with like this, and people are like, what are you doing? I was like, I just want enough air. I just want enough. Man, get out of here, man. You got to get it all, man. I want all of it, right? Look, man, how you can achieve financial freedom quickly with hotels. All right. So look, man, this has been brought to you by Burr 360, guys. Burr 360, it's the conference coming. What is that? September 27th through the 28th, Cincinnati, Ohio. 26th through the 28th, the Burr 360. Just click on the link, burr360.com. Also brought to you by the Soda, our project down in Sarasota, Florida. $110 million project, 35 condos, 120 keys. Look, if you want to join our investor list, just go to NassauInvest.com. That's NassauInvest.com and join our investor list. Man, let's get started, man. So, click that next slide. What we got here? So on today's podcast, I'm going to show you how you can own a hotel, even if you don't have the net worth. Maybe you don't have enough cash. Maybe you are broke. Maybe you do have bad credit, or even if you're new to real estate investing, Guys, you don't have to start off small. You can start off big, and you can start with real estate investing by our shortcut, big deal hacking. All right, I'm going to share with you on all the different reasons why you should utilize this shortcut here. Like, we've came up with the roadmap, and with all the things that I've been through, I'm going to share with you so you don't have to go through these different things. Like, look, man, like, do you realize with hotels, I mean, at minimum, you can net $50,000 a month, minimum. You can make $100,000 a month. If that's not good, if you're not believing like that, you can make $100,000 a year, and that's just your share if you structure the deal right. There's so much cash flow that you can be benefiting off of if you have the know-how, right? And so literally, you're one hotel from retirement. You're one hotel from financial freedom. And guys, all you have to do is just start taking action. You know, a lot of us are not addicted. You know, you're addicted to procrastination, the largest nation. All right. You need to be addicted to execution. Look, hotels will increase your net worth by literally millions. Look, when I first started, I didn't have the net worth to do hotels. After I did my first hotel and we brought a partner on to help sign the debt, guess what? I didn't need nobody to sign debt for me anymore. Here's another example. We're going to do a case study. We're going to jump right into it now on one of these deals that I've just done. This is a hotel I did in Staybridge and Fisher. I actually bought them as a package, and I'm going to break that down. But the bottom line is I bought it for, I assumed debt, let's just say shy of $400 million. And by the time I put it all together, I had brought another of 900,000 from renovations and 3.5 for cost. So let's just say I'm all in for 18 million. All right. This is the bottom line. I'm all in 18 million. Let's look at the numbers here. The Staybridge will net 1.5 a year, 146 key hotel, extended stay. I got a smaller Hampton Inn, that's an 86 key, that will net 800,000 a year. So a total of 2.4 million in revenue. Now look, when it reached this stabilized value, it has a value of 27.6 million. Are you catching what I'm throwing? I don't think you catch. Are you catching what I'm throwing? Look, I'm all in for 18. It's going to be worth 27.6. That's a $10 million upside. Man, who wants this money? I don't know about you, man. Who wants this money? But look, I know some of you like, but Mike, I don't have any money to put down as a down payment. Look, that's okay. I didn't have any money either. When I first started in real estate, I didn't have it either. And then you might say, well, Mike, okay, well, you may tell me how to get the down payment, but how will I sign for debt? How will I sign for a multi-million-dollar hotel and I don't even have $100? Well, first of all, I hope you do have $100. But look, the answer is big deal hacking. Look, you need to start becoming a deal maker. That's what I am. Look, you don't always have to do everything, man. It's all about getting a team together. If you don't have a team, it's going to be very challenging for you to accomplish these things. And if you don't have a team, you're going to have to pay for a team. So one way or the other. Look, somebody can bring you the deal. Then you need private investors that can fund it. Then you may need somebody to sign the debt. Then you need an experienced operator or PM that can manage it. And then that's you in the middle, baby. That's you in the suit. All right? Look. But here's the thing, man. You guys been lied to. All right? Let me be the first to tell you. You've been lied to. They told you, you've been lied because they told you to go get a job. And guys, I'm not hating, but a job means just over broke. Right? That's look. You've been told to work 30 to 40 years and set aside money in a 401k, and that's how you retire. Man, you have missed out on life. Man, that's a bunch of, show them this screen. That's a bunch of BS. You've been lied to, man. Come on back to me, man. They don't need to look at the donkey donk. Look, you've been lied to because believing, right in between that, you look at that, you got that on the screen? Show them that screen. In believing, there's a lie, right? In believing, there's a lie. And so you've been told your life you had to work 40 hours. You've been told that you don't have capacity. You've been told that you can't do that. You've been told that that's impossible. But what it really means is impossible means I'm possible. And what you've been believing in those lies, and now it's become your belief. Right? And so now you've believed in this lie. But let me tell you something. You can do hotels, and the truth is financial freedom is one big deal away. So if you don't have enough belief, if you don't have enough confidence, well, guess what? You can borrow mine because I believe in you. Borrow from my belief. Borrow from me. And then be confident in taking your step. Because literally, the truth is financial freedom is one big deal away from you. It's literally one hotel away from you. Like there's multiple deals I shared before. You can go ahead and next one. There's multiple deals that I've done where literally I turned $3,000 into $1 million. Now that's on a small 19-unit apartment. Can you just imagine what you can do with a hotel? All right. So look, you've been told. Now here's lie number two. You've been told it takes money to make money. All right. You've been told it takes money to make money. Well, the truth is, it does take money. It does take money to make money. But it doesn't have to be yours. Literally, you can do a hotel deal with no money down. You just need to know the process. And we have the roadmap. Right? So you can do a hotel deal with no money down. It's all possible. Let's go to the next one, Win. Like, here's my deal right here. I did a home 2 suites, El Reno, Oklahoma. 0 down. All right? Now, was there money needed? Yes. Did it come out of my pocket? No. Why? Because I was a big deal maker. I put it together. And that's what you guys have to do. You need to use this process, this proven method that you can succeed in. Hey, look, today I'm going to share with you one of my mastermind students, Dia Lu, who's done now 4 hotels. She started off from what was that? I can't even give it out. Not single family homes, short-term rental, right? And from there, Airbnb, VRBO, from there, she started acquiring hotels. And she started off small. Now she's starting to go big. I think she started off doing like a 30 or 40, single family houses, then like a small apartment building and 4. But we're going to get into her story. But look, a massive opportunity is occurring right now, guys. Do you realize over 247 billion hotels are maturing this year? And with the hotels, because they're coming out of COVID and they're still trying to catch up on money, they are now trying to do PIPs. The hotels are forcing them to do their PIPs. And these people are like, man, I'm not doing that PIP. I'm out. I'm selling. And a PIP is basically a renovation. And so now they're forcing these people to do these renovations. And guess what? These hotels are going to go offline. They're going to sell it. They're going to do a discount. They're going to do something so that they can get out of it. Look, take advantage of this massive opportunity now. You know what happens when you come late to the party? When you come late to the party, guess what? All the food, all the alcohol is gone. When you come late to the deal, it's gone. Right? Because somebody scrapped up the deal. But just take advantage now. Look, if you're interested, you want to learn more, look, text hotel to 206-803-8068. That's 206-803-8068. Go ahead and put that on the screen. Text hotel to 206-803-8068. What we got? We still talking here, or are we bringing Dion yet? Oh, we got a while before we bring Dion. Okay. And she should call in through the screen there.
Okay.
All right. Let's go on back. What we got next? What are we talking about here? You know, now some of you are like, man, I hear you, Mike, but can I really do this? Look, guys, man, show them this picture, man. I lost everything, man, and was homeless. I probably kind of still look like that. Yeah, that was when I kind of moved back home, and I was couch surfing. But Mom finally let me back, and they let me in the house. But I was kind of full of pride. There was no reason to be homeless, but I mean, I did it because I lost everything, because I didn't have a process. I didn't have a proven method. I didn't have all the right strategies, right? But I figured out how to make money without starting with. I figured out how to make money without money, and I started with apartments. And now I own over 15. Well, now I sold quite a few, but we're about to acquire and we're starting to build. Like, the game keeps changing. So whether you want to get the single families or you want to scale up, you want to get all from the little kids table. At Thanksgiving when all the kids sitting at that little table, if you're sitting at that little table, come on with me. Come on, and let's sit at the big table, okay? Come on, let's sit at the big table. Look, I spent over 5 years, actually probably longer than that, but I spent 5 years. I've lost over $400,000 trying to break into hotels. It was one of the hardest things that I've done. But as usual, man, you just don't quit. I mean, the reason most businesses go out of business, because they can't come up with a system, they can't come up with a solution, and then they quit. Well, the thing is, I came up with a solution, I didn't quit, and now I figured it out, and now we're on 4 hotels. We're building a 5th one in Sarasota, and we'll acquire even more through this process, and we'll be building more. Here, show them a picture of this wonderful project that we got here. This is the 35 condo hotel, the Hilton Tapestry, that we're going to be building down in prime downtown Sarasota, like the heart, the gem of the Sarasota. Like, when I think about it, I get goosebumps, man. Like that, I get so excited about this deal. It makes me feel good on the inside. I don't know. You guys feel good on the inside? If you feeling what I'm talking about, hearts up. Guys, I like it. Send me some hearts up, some thumbs up. Put in the chat what you're thinking there. Can you see them in the chat at all? We forgot, man. Tell us where you're from. Tell us where you're checking in from. All right. Let's go. Come back to me. So the truth is, I'm just like you. And since I figured it out, you can too. Like, it's that simple. Just figure it out. More important, my success has helped many others become successful in apartment and hotel investors. I mean, these are some things. Let's show them some of the guys that we helped out here. Just Johannes. I mean, he was in our course for 6 months and bought 3 hotels all around the lake. And the city wanted him to do more. And after he did these smaller hotels, he's like, dude, I don't even want to do these small ones no more. I want big hotels. Imagine that. Then Teresa. Now listen, I'm really proud of Teresa. Teresa was with us, and she's a anesthesiologist, right? She's getting the big bucks. She learned some of the things we did. We taught her. One, just shy of a year, she left her job. She left her job. Here you got Malika with her 2 sons up here in the corner. Within 3 months, she acquired over 400 units. Tim Vest, over $100 million in real estate. Keisha Kennedy, she's not even in the country raising money for multiple deals. And then Brian Adamson, I mean, he's crushing it. He's in Orlando doing deals in Detroit, and now we've actually met up with each other, and we're gonna partner up and with some other coaches, so we can grow and teach you guys even more. Yes, listen. I'm telling you now, there are offers out there. We actually have an offer. And listen, this is not for everybody. Okay. We have special offers and we help people. Just depends on what kind of impact you want. How much do you want to work with somebody? Right. They were up there as $100,000. We have another one, Inner Circle, that's $50,000. I'm not saying that's for you guys. I just say there's different things, but these groups just took on some of these different opportunities, and they succeeded. Look, why is the Big Deal Mastermind so successful in helping a lot of people succeed with big deals? Why is it? Look, because you get three things. One, you get extensive training on big deal hacking, right? You get other things. You can learn how to raise capital. You learn how to find deals. You get workshops, 2 workshops. You learn how to do deal underwriting. You get 6 coach. Listen, 6. I don't know which way you can see it. The camera is 6. Is it look good this way, that way, or this way? 6 coaching.
I'm showing the screen. Yeah.
Oh, okay. 6 coaching calls every week. You learn about hotel operations, hotel underwriting, deal analysis for newbies, raising capital, even apartment underwriting costs. And on top of that, I'm bringing in two of my people that work with me now. I'm bringing in my asset manager, Tommy. Tommy's going to be coming in and teaching in detail about our operations.
Cool. That's great, Mike.
All right. So, guys, implementation system, 6 coaching calls a week, a $5 million fund, one-on-one coach with a success coach, and you get to be a part of our $1 billion network. Yes, we have a $1 billion network dealing with apartments and hotels. I even throw in some legal syndication paperwork.
Yeah, that alone costs like $15,000.
You know what? And where's my book? I'm going to even throw my book in there for you.
Yeah.
I didn't even put my book. Look, our $1 billion network book helps you meet the right people. Look, I hooked my team.
This is Laura.
Laura, trying to get into hotels. We hooked them up with Wyndham, the Wyndham Hotel development team.
Yeah, there's an actual text that she sent to Chris. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, we connecting people. We tell you where to go, where the hotel. Like, I'm taking years off your life. You know, we already have the roadmap. You know, all the things that we've been through, there's no need for you to go through that. You know, what it took me 20 years, you could learn how to do it in 8 to 12 months. So just text hotel to 206-803-8068 because you can achieve financial freedom through big deals doing hotels. So who wants to be next? Is that you? Yes or yes? Yes or yes? All right. Do you want to be in the land of execution? All right. Because from my pain, you will profit. So look, let's who's next. Text hotel to 206-803-8068. Cool. All right, guys. What we got next?
So Dia, are you there? Now Dia joined in Zoom, but not in.
Oh, see if she can click on that link I emailed her.
Yeah, Dia, can you go to the email that Mike emailed you? Oh, you did. Okay, you're in the waiting room. Okay, cool.
You see her over there?
Hold on.
She was probably calling. You got to click her in.
Let me shift. Oh, there you go. All right. Let's see. Guest is in the guest room.
Yep. You got to take her to a guest panel like 1.
Guest panel like 1. How do I do that?
How you do that?
They are there.
You don't see her? Hold on, we're going to get her there.
All right. We call Walt.
Oh, hold on. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Hold on, guys.
Sorry, this is not my expertise.
Where is she? Where'd
Here.
she go?
Interview
She
on.
should-
Guys can join the link
Did
below.
she click? She should have called in.
Yeah, she was, and then I answered, but that was probably like a call that she did before. So, Dia, can you try again? Because you're not appearing here now. Click on that link again.
Oh, okay. All right. She should call in and it should pop right up.
Okay. Oh, it's not for some reason. Hold on. And she's in the waiting room. What does that mean, Mike?
Oh, you can see her? She's in the waiting room. Zoom or which one?
Are you in the waiting room of the ecam? I mean, it's not. There's no waiting room in here on Zoom. So
Go to new. Go to new.
new.
Hold on, guys. We're coming right here. We're going to edit this too.
Yeah, sorry for that.
Yeah, goodness.
As you can see, this is live, not scripted, not recorded.
You saw her when she clicked in?
Earlier, but that's probably like an old one that she's trying to get in. And there's no waiting room. I don't know where the waiting room is at.
All right, let's see. Let's get her in Zoom then.
Okay, DL, just go on Zoom. I think you're already in
She
Zoom.
should have been. Scroll up. She should have been. Scroll up. Push this up. And then she should come in. When she come in, she should be right there.
As guest.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, she's not
She's
there.
not there.
Yep.
If you can find her in Zoom, either way, find her somewhere.
Yeah. So she's on Zoom, and I'll promote you to panelist Tia.
All right. That was easy.
All right, sorry for that, guys. Hold on.
Here we go.
Where's the?
So yeah, guys, one of the great things that we need to do is, man, acquire this hotels. Like I said, there's so many multiple benefits there. And now once you understand the system, that you can continue to grow, you can continue to escalate your portfolio and build your wealth and really be hands off. Like those are some of the great benefits. And then even that, like the tax strategies. I mean, I have multiple investors that the partners that were in the hotels literally reporting that they're making $2, $3, $4 million. They report. And because they get so much depreciation from the hotel deals, they've been paying no federal taxes. Is that amazing?
Yeah, Tia is not there in Zoom either.
No, we lost him.
Yeah, for some reason.
All right.
Okay, well, I mean, you want to go to. You guys have questions about hotel investing? Maybe we can go there.
Yeah, we'll just go here. Let's get you got my Facebook. Ask whatever questions they got, man, or in our groups. Can you see them there?
Dia, I still can't join. So Dia, I'll just do it via Zoom. Okay, here. I will allow you to talk, and I will make you a panel. What happened? What? Okay, hold on.
So yeah, this is great.
I cannot see her.
You can't even see her.
Yeah, sorry for that, guys. We hear
Alright.
her fine. Oh, you hear her on. Oh, okay. There you go. She's already here for some reason, but I cannot hear her. People can hear her on Zoom, but not on our eCam. That's the problem.
Oh,
That is so strange.
this is great.
Talking permitted. Promote the panelist. Yeah, she's there on Zoom, but for some reason I cannot hear her. Because how do we connect the audio of Zoom to eCam?
She's on mute. Did she take her mute button?
Yeah, Dia. Yeah, if you can unmute. I already gave her permission to talk. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, she's talking, but I cannot hear anything.
Still can't join. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Now we
I
can hear
can't
you.
start the video.
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear. I can hear. It says I can't. I can't start the video though, because the host has stopped it.
It's so weird.
I'm also still trying to join the eCam, so if someone wants to let me in.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
You see her answer?
Here, and make your co-host so you can share your screen.
At least see him on Zoom.
Then Ecam. I still can't. So
Don't worry about it, man. Let's go. Get on Zoom.
All right. Let's do it via Zoom then.
Yeah. And then they'll just listen in.
Okay. Hey,
What?
Dia, you can share your
So
screen
people
now.
can hear me and then.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yeah, let's do these questions here. Pull my notes up.
Okay.
All right, Dia.
right, Dia,
But
there you
thanks
go.
so much. Took us forever.
Sorry for that, guys.
All right.
Sorry, guys. I don't know why I can't join via the link, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's really
it
weird.
happens sometimes.
Yep.
Technology. What you got me on my PowerPoint?
Okay. No, they should see you, Mike.
Yeah.
They should see your face in there and Dia as well.
Yeah, you got my notes?
Okay.
Yep. Nope. All right, so Dia, how you been? Thanks so much for joining us, man. I know this took forever, and I know you guys can't tell, but I'm so excited after going through all this drama. Dia, what's been going on?
I'm currently in North Carolina, so we have one of our hotels here, so I'm working on here on that hotel here.
Oh my gosh, you're always everywhere. Well, before we get started, man, please tell her, who is Dia?
I'm a former patent litigation attorney. I kind of led a very traditionally Asian success story kind of life prior to finding real estate. So I double major in biochemistry and chemical engineering. Then I went to law school, and then I practiced law for about 5 years before jumping into real estate investing. I started in short-term rentals investing while I was still working for a YSU firm. And then basically I quit my job when I got to 9 short-term rentals, and after a year of doing more short-term rental deals, I decided to get into hotels. So now I have 4 hotels, and we're looking to buy maybe 8 to 10 more hotels this year.
That's amazing. But what made you take the bigger jump? Like you said, you were dealing with the short-term rentals, you're dealing with the single families, kind of vacation home style. Like, what made you want to scale up?
I wanted to scale up because I wanted to work smarter and not harder.
Okay.
So when I was buying short-term rentals, sometimes I was closing, I was doing a selling and buying short-term rentals. Sometimes I was doing maybe 10 deals a month sometimes.
Really?
And that was really stressful. And trying to concurrently do all those setups and et cetera, and, figure out financing, figure out utilities, figure out all those things. Simultaneously was a lot of stress. So
So you was like, that's for the birds.
yeah. So I decided, you know what? I also am not good necessarily at every step of the process, and I would love to have teams built to
Yeah.
where, the things I'm not as good at or not
Right.
as strong at, I can have other people help me on. And so that's why I wanted to do hotels. Also, there's a lot of short-term rental regulations out there, so hotels are kind of more insulated towards that. And so I just started looking at hotels a few years ago, trying to find hotel deals, trying to drive and fly around the U.S. to look at hotel deals.
Now, and I'm going to come back to your flying around here. So what made you go after like these boutique non-branded hotels versus the branded hotels? And like, for people that don't know, a lot of people, they still think if it has a Marriott or Courtyard, like they didn't know those could be franchised. So you can franchise a hotel from one of these big brands. And when you go with the bigger brand, you kind of come in with a brand loyalty, meaning you come in with some customers. Like 50% of your reservations come from your brand loyalty. But you decided, I don't want to do that. What made you decide to do your boutique kind of lifestyle brands, or non-branded rather?
When I started in hotels, I don't think I ever was interested in franchises just because I come from a space of short-term rentals, so I love unique designs, and so I've always designed very unique spaces in every single one of my short-term rentals. So I knew that I wanted to have unique experiences and travel memories for my guests when they travel. The other reason that I didn't want to do franchise hotels is because I felt like a lot of the traditional hotels had a lot more staffing than I feel like
Oh,
it's
absolutely.
necessary.
Absolutely.
So, and that's a brand requirement. And so it's not something that you can just get rid of. Versus, we are automating checking and checkout processes. We're using technology that is designed in the 21st century, and it's night and day, honestly. And I had a hunch that hotel software was going to be really outdated,
Yes.
but it wasn't until we bought our fourth hotel that it's currently still under a brand, and we're not going to be able to deflag until a year from now, that I realized how like 1990s style the technology really looks on the back end. So yeah, I mean, I just like working. We like working with smarter technology. We like working with fewer staff but pay them more per staff, and we like unique experiences. That's why we're trying to just stay to boutique hotels and independent hotels.
Now, tell me about your first deal, like your first hotel deal, because I remember you gave us the call, and we kind of talked through us, and now we got to see that kind of not go through a complete cycle, but almost a third of the cycle, I'll say. Tell us about that first deal.
My first deal was I actually put a lot of hotels under contract like my first year looking at hotels, but
So wait a
I
minute, you
made a
didn't
lot
get
of
it right
offers.
the first time? Is it?
No, I didn't. So I really I put a lot of hotels under contract. I made so many more offers before that. And so this was a deal that I just felt really good about because it was 48 unit
Right.
hotel,
Uh huh.
and we're able to get it for 750, and it
Yeah.
was already it was dated, but it wasn't super rough. Like, I've walked a lot of hotels that were basically falling over, had mold issues,
Oh my
or just
goodness.
a lot of different issues. So this one was really, really clean. Everything was really well maintained.
Right.
It was a 1980s build, so it was obviously dated, but it was in really good condition for its age. And it was really cheap. And so just doing the numbers, understanding the tourism markets from my short-term rental background, I just knew that this one would do really well. And so the sad part is that we weren't able to secure bank financing just because this was my
Oh.
first hotel deal,
Okay.
and financials were um, the financials were not so good. So
Right.
I was moping for about 2 months before I went back to the seller and basically asked for seller financing.
Oh my gosh.
And
Really?
yeah,
So wait a minute, hold on. Check this out. So you wanted to do a loan, you couldn't get a loan, and so you went back to him and you requested owner financing, and what happened?
so I always try to make it a win-win scenario. I started I'd
Let's
rather
say that. Hold on one more time. So
hotel.
you want to do a win-win situation, and go ahead. You kind of broke up there.
Instead of making it something that I am asking in terms of a favor,
Right.
I wanted it to be where I'm providing him a solution to his problem.
Right.
So
That's right.
his problem is that he wants to retire and no longer have to deal with this hotel. And he wants a certain price for it. So I kind of made it sound, so I made it basically like, hey, you want to sell it for this price. You don't really have great financials on it because you guys, even though you guys taking really good care of this hotel, you haven't really operated that much for the last 5 years. So why can you guys just finance it for us for 3 years, and we will refinance after there's more financials on the property.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
and so we were able to get 6% interest,
Yeah.
and we only had to put 150K down on it.
And then what did you buy it for?
750,
750.
750.
600,000 owner finance.
And so the owner financed for 600. You brought 150. Then how much money did you need to renovate it?
We ended up putting furniture and renovation. We put about 500 grand into it, and in 8 months after we bought it, we got a bank appraisal for $2 million. So we were able to refinance the seller back out in 8 months.
My goodness. So wait a minute. You were all in for about 1250. Is that accurate?
1.2 million.
1.2 million.
1.25.
You got it appraised for 2 million. What did you refinance it for?
So we got a lower LTV, but so we are only got 1 mil back out of it. But that's just because we haven't had a full year of operational financials yet. But we were able to pay off our seller note before the interest rates went up. So the interest rates were going up. So we had to make a decision of refinancing now or chance having 10% interest down the road.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you paid your pretty much your big investor off, the owner. Were you able to pay some of your investors back their money, or you kept that additional money for like reserves?
We're keeping the additional money for reserves and smaller renovations right now.
Yep.
Once we have more of a year to 2 years of financials, that's when we'll do another refinancing.
That's really impressive. And then, Dia, now the one other thing that people don't know, like I don't know, like I think I know Dia's making money, but I think this is like a hobby to her. Like she's so passionate about this. Like every time I turn around, she's in a different city, looking at different hotels. Like, what is this about? Like, are you vacationing? Or are you looking for deals? What are you doing?
Both.
So I've always liked traveling. And I always like hotels. It was basically, it started with just Motel 8 and like a family, like 8 people in one hotel room, and living, driving, road tripping, and basically checking out national parks and spending a whole month on the road. So I've always spent a lot of time on the road. Now I've just basically transferred my dream lifestyle into cash flow. And so I basically always am looking at vacation rentals and short-term rentals as well as hotel deals around the USA, and also talking to other vacation rental folks and hoteliers across the USA as well in the process.
Wow. Do you ever think you would buy a branded hotel?
So our most recent deal, we bought it as a branded hotel. It's a Wyndham brand.
that is true.
We are
That is true.
deflagging it. So
And you can't wait to get out of there, huh? What? Why do you don't like that brand?
yeah, it's that brand. I just think in general we like to do our own thing. There's nothing wrong with sticking to a branded hotel. It's just that we have our own systems and processes in place for all of our independent hotels,
Right.
and we are able to share staff across our hotels. We have VAs, answering messages. We have like a whole remote staffing team that supports the on-site team. And then we pay our on-site people more than everyone else in town, but we have fewer staff. So we still have less staffing expenses. So it just ends up working better for us.
So just to give you an idea of staffing, I'm glad you said that. My 80 unit, 80 key, 86 key probably has about 30, 25 people working there. How many you have? That one you have in Arkansas, the one by Walmart and everywhere. How many keys is that?
That one's 76, but that's still a Wyndham brand. So
Right.
we still have like a standard number of staff, I believe. My business partner is the one who's hiring, I'm firing for that. I will say for our independent branded hotels, we usually just have one or two full time staff and
That's
then
crazy. That's
a
absolutely
few
absurd.
cleaners. Yeah.
You're crushing it, man. That's insane. How are you? What? So you will keep a full time housekeeper, um, one or two, and then one maintenance guy, but that's it. Everything else is a remote check in.
So our housekeeping staff, they're part-time, and then we have usually one on-site manager at least.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we might have two, but it just kind of depends on the property and how easy it is, how seasonal it is. If it's busy, Monday through, if it's only busy Friday through Sunday, then maybe just having fewer staff makes sense. But if it's busy around the week, then we are going to have more staff around the week. So it kind of just depends on the property, but usually we have between one to two full-time staff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's up to our 48 key hotel. And then for our 13 unit hotel, which is still not online yet, that one's going to be more of a Airbnb model. So that's not going to have any full-time staff. That's just going to have a cleaning company and a handyman crew, and that's it.
That's impressive. At what point are you ready to go international? Are you ready to get out of the country and do this?
We've looked at deals internationally, but it's always because of financing. It's not as optimal outside the country for hotels, and because we're not as familiar with the laws of other countries. And, here in the US, you kind of know, even though there's state to state variations, what the property rights are. It's just a little harder to tell overseas. So at this point, we're just going to focus on the US.
Great. So, talk to me about education. Like, how important is that for doing hotels? And what did you get out of the mastermind? Like, so, why is education important? Mentorship, getting a mentor, a coach, consultant, and what did you get out of this mastermind?
Okay. In general, I'm a big proponent of education just generally. Obviously, I spent over six figures on my law school degree. I just love education and I'm a nerd about it. In terms of real estate, I've always said that, I think the saying is that if you are the smartest person in the room, then you need to get out of that room and go to a different room, right? Like you're in the wrong room if you're and I mean that's not necessarily like I wouldn't say I'm the smartest person when it comes to hotels.
Right.
In the room I don't think there was a room, period,
Okay.
because I just didn't know anybody that was doing hotels when I started in hotels. I only know from a few folks who were in the STR space. So what I really wanted to do was get into a mastermind and talking to other hotel owners to
Yeah.
see like what they're doing and change my mindset, change my process. Talking to folks who have already raised millions of dollars, so that I think another way to put it is like if you want to get to a certain goal, you want to make sure that you're talking to someone who that they are already doing that as their Tuesday morning. Like that's what they're every single Tuesday morning. That's already what they're doing. So if you want to raise $1 million, you need to be talking to someone who raises $1 million every Tuesday morning. Or if you want to buy a hotel, you need to be talking to people who already have multiple hotels and it's relatively easy for them to do that. So that's why I wanted to join the mastermind, is because I wanted to talk to other folks for commercial deals and specifically also hotel deals as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. Those are things. Now, if you don't mind sharing, like you already said, you spent over $100,000 in getting a law degree. How much have you spent in education unrelated to your law degree, like for all coaching towards real estate? Like, what have you spent so far? I'm gonna share what I've spent in just the last year. But go for it.
I think I think also probably just I wouldn't say just in real estate, but in
Yeah,
business development
that's
and
fair.
content
Yeah,
creation, what
yeah,
I'm learning
all
right
of
now.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, I would say at least over six figures at this point.
yeah.
And that's conferences, courses, books, masterminds of different sorts. I'm about to get into something that, it's for specifically YouTube content creation.
Oh my
So
gosh, yes.
I just think that education is really important, and you make mistakes if
Hmm.
you don't have a mentor, or you don't have a mastermind, or you don't have a course guiding you to do what to do. Um, and that could be a bigger and costlier mistake, and
Yeah.
that could either be an opportunity cost, like you can't buy a hotel that you really want to buy, or that could be like you lost earnest money, or you lost inspections money, or you just buy the wrong deal. There's so many different ways that you can lose money in real estate.
Can you put a return number on that education yet? Like, can you say it's a 3x, a 5x, a 10x, or it's still in the incubator stage for you?
I think it's usually at least a 10x, if not way more than that,
Oh my
honestly,
gosh, yeah.
because there's some concepts that make me over six figures, immediately, and it was only, a course or whatever. But and then there's the masterminds, which I feel like it's harder to place an exact value on it, but
Yeah,
you just learn so much more from having a network of like-minded individuals, and also
absolutely.
um, getting to talk to other folks who already made the same mistakes that you're probably going to make if you don't take a mastermind. So that's usually why I join a lot of different things to get better. I always am looking for folks who know more about something when I get started, and make sure that I'm in the same room as them.
Yeah, no, D is brilliant. I mean, you got a law degree, you got a business degree or a chemical engineering degree. Which
Yeah,
one is it?
chemical engineering.
Chemical engineering. It travels the world.
Short-term rentals.
Short-term rentals, then
Then
convert to hotels. Then her and her partner, Mike, they're doing like he does the technology. Is that right?
the
Yes.
And
operation.
you come put this
The deal together.
the deal, and she's a true deal maker,
Yep, there you go.
and she designs the hotel. These things are beautiful. Like when you first see them, they're atrocious. I was like, Dia, like if I didn't know the money was there, I was like, this is crazy. Why would you do it? But this beautiful, and she's turned them around, and like just her first deal. Well, not her first deal, but her first hotel deal. She turned it around and is still going to be pumping out money. Hey, Dia, look, I know I'm sorry. I normally I'd let you do your presentation, but I just really wanted to talk to you because I haven't talked to you. Like every time we get on the phone, it's so quick, and I wanted to hear about all your great things that you've been doing. But tell us how, if you type in the chat, like how people can reach out to you, where can they find you, where can we find Dia?
Um, You can find me. Probably the best way is to reach out to me on social media. Message me on Instagram, which is at Dia ESQ, or spelled DIYAESQ.
I type it in the chat.
You got it in the chat there. All
At
right. So
the ESQ on Instagram.
which one is which social platform you like more? You're at Instagram, or you're really focused on your YouTube? Where are you at?
I'm currently focused on Facebook and Instagram the most.
Mm-hmm.
I have an Airbnb host group
Ah,
on
yes.
Facebook that I'm pretty active in, and then on Instagram I've been producing a lot more content. But I am looking at paying for education to get into YouTube as well. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So have you been to Daryl Eves yet?
no, I haven't.
Daryl Eves is the king.
Of YouTube. Yep.
He's the king of you. He's the YouTube of YouTubers. all the greatest YouTubers.
Like Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast. Like, look, you look in the top 10 most popular YouTubers, Daryl Eve have
Yes,
worked
worked
with
with
probably
them, yep.
3 of them, 3 or 4 of them,
Yep, yep.
and so many more. Yeah, you got a matter of fact, it's not going to be in, I think Vid Summit is going to be in, it's either going to be in Dallas or Austin. That's coming in a couple week after the Bird 360. So it's coming somewhere. Well, I know it's kind of home, but yeah, it's Dallas or Austin. And if you haven't got his book, it's
YouTube formula.
your YouTube formula.
Yeah.
Amazing book. It breaks it all the way down. I mean, word for word, he teaches you everything in the course, in his course, but you can get it in the book. But there's nothing like having a coach as well.
Yep, definitely.
All right. D, and what's the name of your group you have as well?
I'll post it in the chat. It's called Airbnb Professional Hosts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, please give it up. And sorry for the delay, guys. There was technical details, but if you give it up for our great guest today, Dia in the building.
Thank you for having me.
All right, and look, I'm flying to Dallas or Austin or Arkansas, and I'm bringing the camera. We're gonna do a real interview. It's time to get busy. All right. Hey, let's break it down there. Thanks so much, Dia. Let's break it down and close out of here today, man. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Look, guys, I'm constantly sharing different ways on how you can obtain wealth. And a lot of times, even if you want the wealth, when the opportunity comes, when the opportunity knocks, you still close the door. And the reason you're closing the door because you got a poor mindset. And poor mindset is passing over opportunities repeatedly. And that's got to stop. You kind of getting that shock, you're getting that fear, and you got to fight through the pain. You got to fight because on the other side of pain is profit. On the other side of the pain is joy. On the other side of pain is the life that you desire. And it's only going to happen if you take the steps and move toward your dream. But a lot of times the reason that you don't obtain it is because of fear. Fear, yes, what is fear? What is fear? Forgetting. What is that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I forgot that.
Coming up. Oh, Jesus. Fear is forgiving, forgetting. Oh, forget it.
It's not
Excuses,
false
some
evidence.
excuses and reasons, right? Excuses and reasons, all right? That's the ear of fear. That's what your ear is stuck on and feared. How about that?
Excuses and reasons. Yep.
And so you just got to stop. You just got to take execution. You got to just move forward. You just got to try different things. But what we're telling you is we have a pathway, and you can do that through real estate. We found this, and we know that you can do it too. And like I said before, sometimes in believing, you don't believe that you can do it. That's no longer your belief. Just borrow from us. Borrow from me, borrow from Win. We have the confidence in you that you can obtain, you can reach your plateau, you can reach that other level that you've been desiring. And that's wealth. That's financial freedom. And it's all for you. Like it is meant for you. And all you have to do is take action. And take action now. Matter of fact, when you come up with an idea, I need you to cut the time frame from the idea, from the time you have the idea, from the time you take action. A lot of you be like, I got a plan, I got to do this. Just start going, start moving towards it. And listen, and then start educating yourself. If you don't do anything, continue to educate yourself. Look, I was telling you about some courses that are premium value courses that are $100,000, $50,000. Guess what? I'm having some coaches and mentors that I'm paying that. I've already done it. I spent just shy of $150,000 this year, and I'm gonna spend another $150,000 next year, and I'm gonna give away $150,000 next year and this year. But it's all because you have this lack mentality. You got to remove that lack mentality, move with boldness, move with confidence, move with belief that you have power, have the feeling of power that you can obtain these things. Hey, as always, I'm out of here, man. God bless you. God keep you. May God bless you beyond your belief, but not your capacity. And remember, you're one big deal away. Peace.
Recording stopped.
Yeah, I used to be broke though, money was so, used to be loco. But I was born to be the realest. Yeah, I was born to be the illest. Cause anything is possible, if you don't know it, got to go. I'm about to blow, I'm about to start the show. Yeah.